All right. Hello. Tyler Bryden here. I hope you're having a day. Bank of Canada goes ahead. They raise interest rates another 0.5 today. That ends it at 3.75. I am no expert in this. I'm just here in pain as a person who bought a house in November 2021, right before this crazy climb up. It was already crazy enough. And despite my own gut instinct, listened to lots of people, talked to lots of people, and took a variable rate mortgage. And since that first getting into the house, the very first day we stepped in, I think there was a 0.5 interest rate increase that day. We thought, well, that's great, but we're still, I think we're at 0.99 at the time. Which was great, prime minus 1.46. And then since then, it has been a continual climb of interest rates. I have a little chart here to show what this year has looked like. This was even before the end of the day. I'm going to follow you because that was a cool piece. That was 3.25. That was before the announcement today. And, overall, lots of different varying opinions, lots of people sort of looking at this. Some people saying, people taking advantage of this. Pierre there saying, oh, this is Justin Trudeau's fault. Lots of people thinking different things. Other people saying, hey, let's keep this going up. Let's bring these prices down. Other people obviously predicting, with the economic slowdown that inevitably is taking place, that we are entering a recession, and at some point they're going to need to decrease these rates back down. And again, I'm an idiot, so don't listen to anything I said. I took a variable rate mortgage when it was at the all-time lowest, and I was too selfish and greedy to understand the historical perspective of where we were. And sometimes I blame that on other people, but I have to rightfully blame that on myself. And, lots of things are then occurring. The world is changing with these interest rates. Overall, the world is, in a high level of inflation. Canada is actually doing better than most. We are at, in the last 3 months, the CPI inflation has declined from 8.1 to 6.9. And the Canada's economic growth, it's expected to stall through the middle of 2023. The Bank of Canada expects that the policy interest rate will need to rise further. People are sort of pricing in another 0.5 in December 7th, which is the next overnight rate announcement, and then possibly another 0.25, or maybe it's a 0.5 and then another 0.25. Today's interest rate was actually under what was priced in from the market, which was supposed to be 0.75. That's what we were bracing for here, and it ended up being 0.5. It's still not great as someone who's in the situation that I am, but it's not done knowing that there are impending interest rates coming. But this is a huge shift that they're starting to see as house prices sort of retreating and activities retreating, spending by households and businesses softening. And, this is super interesting as we go into a time where Christmas is coming up, where it's a very large consumer spending time. Already sort of quarterly reports from Google and companies are coming in, and they're actually a little bit under what was expected. And it's hard to say that when, last year's were so enormous for them. And it was at this sort of frothy time, but definitely some signals that we are moving towards a dangerous time in the economy. The bank, again, continues to be concerned about inflation. And so for that reason, these interest rates continue. Old Tiff Macklem, BoC Governor, Bank of Canada Governor, he remains pretty hawkish on this. And so, again, people are very much expecting these other interest rates to increase. I don't even know if I have anything else more to say, but now people are, sharing their experiences online on the impact on the economy, the mental health. A lot of people dunking on people because they because they locked in a rate at, whatever it was. I can see this on Reddit. Like they locked in a rate from like 2 to even like 3.5% for 5-10 years. And those are, I get it. I don't think I would be dunking on people. But I think that there are people who are very proud that they made that decision. As always, I've got links here. And one of the other big concerns overall is people getting closer and closer, but they're now hitting trigger rates. Trigger rates being on the mortgage where your interest. So if you're not continuing paying, if you haven't been through these interest rates hikes, been paying more every month, you're now crossed this threshold, this trigger rate threshold, where you're paying more interest than what is covering your payment's not even covering the interest. So guess what? You got to pay more. And so a lot of people are now hitting it with this 0.5. If they haven't hit it now, they will hit it on the next one. I think we're about to hit our trigger rate. And again, we're lucky. Monica and I are very lucky. We still bought a house that was expensive, but we are both, pretty good earners. We're going to be able to navigate through this. Overall, we will make it through unless something crazy happens. But, I shouldn't say that's not going to happen. But I know, I think of people who are parents, who have kids, who have expenses. Maybe they don't earn as much. That's a very challenging situation. And so I feel for people out there. I know people are saying, you're so dumb that you did that, you got that rate, or whatever it is. But, we're not all as knowledgeable and experts in this that we would like to think we are. We're just trying to do the best that we can and take advice from other people. And we didn't expect this. I had been told that at most Canada was going to raise at 0.25, and they would do that once per quarter. And so maybe we went up at 1%, but we would still be far ahead for many years. And so it's definitely been a shock, something that we did not see. The amount of stress and sort of thinking over this and thinking about it and reading about it is not worth it. I wish that I just locked in that fixed rate and I had better advice and I had better understanding before making those decisions. But that's retrospect. You just do what you can. You move forward, and I hope that everyone is doing their best to adjust, adapt, and make it through these with all things considered. I feel for you. I don't have anything else to say. I just love y'all. I hope you're doing okay. I know we've got some more rocky roads possibly ahead of us here. I hope that you have people around who care. You all can take care of each other. You can all love each other, and that we'll continue moving forward and make it through this difficult time together. Thank you very much. This has been Tyler Bryden reviewing the interest rate today, 0.5. We're now at 3.75. It's been an aggressive climb. This is just a side topic that I talk about. Do not take me as an expert. I'm not making any predictions, although I will say it looks like we're going to see some more of this and maybe it tapers off. But overall, the predictions that this may remain at this kind of interest rate for 2023, for 2024, before dropping. And even then, it's not going to be what it was before. So thank you so much for checking this video out. Hope you have a good rest of your day, all things considering. Bye-bye.